Howdy everybody. As you can tell in the little intro there, we are prepping for spring. Even though technically we're still in winter. Mama got her seed packets out, seeing what we have and what we need to get. And January and February, now's the time we get settled in, get our seeds out. And there's my alarm system going off. Macho the donkey. Anyway, now's when we get squared away and get some seeds started under the grow light. We'll do that inside in the house and just start prepping for kitchen here. There we go. Bernice, how are you out? Anyway, this is my raised garden bed section. We're gonna move the playhouse. Is about to fall down. That was given to us, and the boys have outgrown it. So repurpose what I can on it, and the rest of it we're gonna dismantle and scrap away because it's right smack in the middle of our raised bed garden here. Because we're gonna start right here all the way up and can continue these raised beds down. Cool little brick I discovered. Lowe's, Home Depot. They all got these. It's meant for 2x4s or 2x6s or 2x8s, whatever you want to do with them, however you want to build them. You slide them in there and it holds it in place. I started with some scrap 2x8s I had, and then I was like, you know what? I got a bunch of. I hear you, Daisy. Bernice got out. She left you alone. Anyway, I got to looking at my cedars I had back there, and I was like, you know what? I can rip them up with a chainsaw sawmill and make boards out of them. The idea is to eventually go up another board height and another board height till it gets right around knee high or thigh high, so you don't have to bend over in these raised beds. Make it easy for Mama to clean out and get them harvested when what is going on? We got all kinds of critters not where they're supposed to be. Anyway, but just wanted to show you what we're up to on this lovely January day. Looks like it's fixing to rain. We got wind blowing in. But yeah, we got that to get rid of. It's in the way of my raised beds, and actually behind the goat barn here, where all of the hay's been scattered and we've moved the critters around. We had them down there. We had Wilbur and Bernice and Daisy scratching up down there and getting it fertilized for us. Now we moved them up here because that's going to be our row crops. I'll take you up there in a second and show you. We'll do our long rows of corn and squash, stuff that really just doesn't need to be contained into a raised bed. We'll put up there, and well, as a matter of fact, we'll just go on up, check it out. I built these archways. This one's got the blackberries. That big archway over there that you see all the straggling grapevines. Made them for my wife last year. Made the grapevine one big enough where when the fella has enough time, build her a nice little bench to sit right there. She can look out over the pasture or over yonder way. Standing in the middle of a row crop right here. It'll basically start. I'm gonna move that dilapidated camper out of the way. We're gonna tear the shell off of that, take the 30-foot of trailer it's on, tandem axles with brakes, make a nice flatbed. But it'll start way up there and it stretches all the way down. Well, basically down through here, probably 100 foot plus. It'll come to the edge about where this bucket is, or barrel is. That's your peach tree. We got planted. There's another one. There's another one over there, starting a little orchard here. But yeah, all this last year we planted our watermelon, our pumpkins. Then we had zucchini and the loofah plants on that little trellis over there. But stuff is real viney and grows like crazy. Squash, all kinds of squash and zucchini. But got Daisy right here and Wilbur scratching around, fertilizing it, because the ground wasn't too terribly great up here. A lot of chert, little rocks, but now we got deposits like that, which will biodegrade in the ground, give me nice nutrients. You are loud. Anyway, compost bin. My previous job before I decided to do homesteading full time, they tore down a deck off the side of a temporary modular home. That was all the railing. They were just gonna throw it away. I was like, oh, hold on. Grabbed that railing. I was like, that'll make a great compost. They're close enough together to keep the stuff in and let air circulate. And that's where we do all of our pile up all of our manure from the horses. And there the dogs go. Started to howl every time. Every time. Even big boys howling. Oh goodness. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get that thing mounted up with all the manure, the scrap hay, just sticks, all kinds of stuff. We'll let it sit there and percolate all spring. And then I'll take my tractor and I'll push it out. Anyway, troubles filming with your phone. You get people calling in on you. Anyway, but we'll push that and spread that out over here because I'm going to turn all this ground under. This fence line that was left over is getting took out. And raised beds over here. This is where we had the corn. This is a nice big patch. We had the corn right here. It did all right. I got to get more nitrogen in it, hence moving the animals, chickens and stuff on it. And all this is going to be row crop too. And I might put some trellises over here. All this, my son's Christmas tree planted, going on 4 years ago now.
From big until the goats ate the daggum thing.
Goats stripped the bark on it, and little did I know, the bark transfers the nutrients up to the rest of the tree. It's basically the nervous system for it. Killed it. So, FYI, you got goats that are stripping out bark off cedar, and they love cedar bark particularly. If they strip it all the way off around it, it will die. So, move them before that happens. But we're clearing all this stuff up. Of course, off to the side of the goat barn right here, this way, will be more stalls, but the old chicken coop's coming down right there. It will get donated to whatever we can use, and the rest will be burnt. And then all this up here is going to be garden, all the way over. I got a lot of cleaning up to do, get these barrels emptied out and moved. Them will be good feed barrels if I clean them up, or save them for burn barrels. Mama must be out. All the animals are going nuts, getting ready. Feed time! Anyway, we're going to jump off here and help her feed. I'll get back with y'all here in a little while. Got a few few projects I'll show you what we're doing day to day. But we shall return here in a little bit.